At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Valerie Piko. Valerie joined the Regional Economic Development Partnership, also known as RED, in 2017. It's her responsibility for growing and maintaining the organization's regional retention and expansion program. She works to build relationships with small businesses and entrepreneurs in Ohio, Marshall, Wetzel counties, while partnering with business organizations and local government. Valerie has extensive experience in nonprofit fundraising and development, as well as college recruitment. She understands the importance of creative thinking, relationship building, and customer service. These are key ingredients to working with our small business partners throughout the region. And if you've ever met Valerie, you realize how infectious her personality is. She's an absolute delight to work with. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Valerie Piko.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for that lovely introduction. As you mentioned, I'm from Regional Economic Development Partnership, and we are a nonprofit organization that serves Wetzel, Marshall, and Ohio counties in economic development. We really take the last word of our name very seriously, partnership. And we love partners like you at the Wetzel County Chamber and also at the Wetzel County Commission, who we work closely with. So I just want to thank you for hosting us and letting us share a brief update of everything going on involving economic development in the Wetzel County area. Obviously, this has been a really trying year with the pandemic, and Wetzel County is primarily made up of small businesses. We've been fortunate that we haven't seen nearly the amount of closures of businesses that other parts of the country have seen. A lot of our businesses are still trucking along, but now more than ever, they really need our support. So I just want to give a friendly reminder that Small Business Saturday will be coming up the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and that's just a one-day event, but really it is something that should be in the back of our minds all year long. So I encourage all of you to support small businesses, shop local, and do as much as you can to make sure that you're cognizant of your purchases and where you're spending your money, that you're first looking small, looking locally, and of course we realize that there are some things that we can't find locally, but if you can try first, that's wonderful and really helps to keep the doors open of some of our small businesses and help keep people employed and give them a wonderful livelihood. I think that it's the small businesses that really make our community what it is and so unique. So I'll admit I'm not from Wetzel County myself, but when I'm in Wetzel County, the first time that I visited Wetzel County, what really stood out to me was the small businesses. Walking down Main Street in New Martinsville and visiting baristas or Quinette's, that's what really built the character and kind of gives the community historical charm as well. So keep in mind that the small businesses are really what make up our communities. Therefore, we need to make sure we do everything that we can to help them succeed and thrive in our area. So when we're looking at kind of our economic development diversity in the area, I forgot to mention that I think I did mention that RED works in Ohio, Marshall, and Wetzel counties. So all three of those counties are very diverse. We have a lot of office space in Ohio County. In Marshall County, it's a lot of industrial kind of projects going on. And then in Wetzel County, as I mentioned, we're really focused on small businesses. And a lot of the people who live in Wetzel County are employed elsewhere. So maybe across the river in Ohio or working at the plants in Marshall County. So I'll be the first to admit that, our job is challenging sometimes when it comes to Wetzel County because we don't have a lot of developable land right along the river with everything that developers are looking for. However, we are just minutes away from some great opportunities that are taking place in expansions right beyond our borders as well. So while we hope to see some big news coming out of some areas just surrounding Wetzel County. I think that Wetzel County is really primed if we all work together to become the community of choice for people. And hopefully as we're attracting new people to the region, they'll take a look at Wetzel County and see some of the great small businesses, the events going on, just like the lively atmosphere, and really be driven to look at Wetzel County and choose that as their home. And at the same time, hopefully retaining some people, young people that want to continue to keep their roots in Wetzel County. So, I think that again, the small business are just the core of what we do. And if you are a small business or you know of any small businesses that are struggling, please reach out to us. Between us and the chamber and some other resources, we are a wealth of knowledge and really want to help everyone succeed. So please reach out if you need anything. I also wanted to mention we've been very fortunate, especially navigating this pandemic, to have some wonderful leadership. So, with having Sharon as a new addition at the chamber, that's been fabulous. And I'd like to thank people like Dave Pethel and Charlie Clemens for their continued leadership. And then also the Wetzel County Commission, who we work closely with. I know there have been so many crazy things going on in the past year, so we just continue to thank them for their support and consider them a wonderful partner. We've also seen some really exciting things with our large employers in the area. The gas industry seems to be holding on, and we're seeing some changes there, but overall, still trucking along with the gas industry and seeing some new developments coming as well. And then WVU Medicine, of course, has made a very large investment in Wetzel County recently, so we're excited to see the changes taking place there and the continued improvement of health throughout the county. Also, the school system is one of the largest employers and just continues to just kind of take their offerings to the next level, and we look forward to continuing working with them on some job placement opportunities. And of course, with the pandemic, it was harder to make some connections between students and employers, but hopefully in the coming months and years we'll be able to do more of that as well. One thing I'm really excited to get into, we kind of big picture wise, I mentioned hopefully we'll have some announcements of the bigger projects coming down the road in the years to come, right outside of our area. But one of the big things coming to Wetzel County is a huge broadband expansion project. So if we can pull up the map here. So what I'm most excited to talk to you all about today is the USDA's Reconnect program. So in 2019, RED was awarded the Reconnect grant for broadband expansion in Wetzel County. And we actually have coordinated with Tyler County as well. And you'll get to have the opportunity to hear about what Tyler County will be receiving as in addition to Wetzel County. So it's so exciting that our two counties both received such a large sum of dollars, and there's really a large investment being made here. So the total project cost is $4,189,000. Right now, about a third of Wetzel County population lives around the New Martinsville area and has pretty good access to broadband. And then another third of the population will now be served thanks to the Reconnect project. So on Route 20 and Route 7, new fiber lines will be installed coming out of the Bridgeport area and then finishing up in the 100 area. And anyone who lives within 1,000 feet of those lines will now have access to reliable fiber broadband internet. This application process was very lengthy and detailed and was a huge commitment on behalf of RED, our county commission, and many other people that helped out. And during my time working on the application process, I visited small businesses, I visited farms and homes, and I would conduct speed tests. And keep in mind, this was pre-pandemic. It was really amazing to see the hardships that people would go through without having access to reliable internet. So, I met young people who were taking an online college course while still in high school, and they would have to go to a friend's house or to McDonald's every day after school to be able to do their schoolwork because they didn't have anything reliable at home. I met so many people that were paying a fortune every month to be able to run the credit cards at their small business, and for, you know, a storm to come and just knock it out for days and then not be able to collect money from everybody. So there were a lot of interesting stories along the way, and I think that the pandemic has only emphasized our need for greater access to broadband, both for our students, but our small businesses, and helping the farms in our area also to kind of increase their use of technology as well. But we're creating opportunities for people. So bringing better service to people will give them the opportunity to work remotely and to stay in Wetzel County, or to start their own business in Wetzel County that maybe they didn't see that possible before because they didn't have the access that was required. So we're really excited about this project, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that this would have never been possible without the commitment that the Wetzel County Commission has made to the project as well. So between the Wetzel County Commission and the USDA, we can't thank them enough. So I'd mentioned that this will cover about a third of the population. There's still a third of the population of Wetzel County that has room for improvement with their access to broadband. So fortunately, there are some federal dollars coming our way. There's a program called RDOF, and CityNet and Frontier will both be building out some new fiber and internet access in RDOF areas as well. So that's something coming down the road. But pertaining to Reconnect specifically, as the map illustrates, the new fiber line will go down Route 20 and Route 7, and it will cover about 1,909 homes, which is a population of 4,622 people. It's 87 miles long, and CityNet is the provider who we're working with, and they're actually going to be able to offer everybody a triple play, so it will include reliable cable TV and phone access. So the phone is also crucial for emergency purposes as well. So I also wanted to mention that, you know, that some people have been kind of frustrated with how long this process has taken, and trust me, I'm in the middle of it every day. I'm a little frustrated too, but I have learned quickly that federal funding does not come easy, and so we have spent a lot of time. You know, we were kind of awarded and announced things in December of 2019, and we've been working on the design and the permits, and the permits are done, and some of them have been submitted, a couple others are about to be submitted, but we have to work on small details, like every single pole has been laid out and measured, and then we have to submit a permit to the person who owns the pole to be able to have access to add the fiber line to it. So we are working on finalizing the construction contract. It's actually being reviewed right now by the USDA, and the hope is that construction on this project will actually start by November 1st. So we've had boots on the ground already, kind of doing all of the planning and the engineering work, but we will actually begin the build on November 1st. As I had mentioned, it's going to start out of Bridgeport area, so it might take about 6 months for it to go from Bridgeport to the edge of Wetzel County. So it will be about 6 months until the first customer can sign on. Once that point is reached, once they're actually working in Wetzel County, as they build, they'll be able to connect customers to the line. And our hope is that once they get out to the 100 area, it might be about a year and a half from now. So we're looking at spring of 2023. But as they make their way through the line, they will connect customers as they go. And I'm excited to share that a website will be launched shortly, and we'll be working with the chamber to help advertise and promote this website. But look out in the coming months, we'll be launching a website along with CityNet, our provider, where you'll be able to put in your address, and it will say if you're part of the Reconnect project or not. So you'll be able to check and see if you will have access. And if not, it will also be able to, you'll be able to see if through the RDOF funding or if anything else is coming your way, that you'll have reliable service in the near future. So that will be a great tool. We'll also be able to have homes conduct speed tests so that we can collect more information and just kind of make the most out of this project. So I would also like to give a shout out to CityNet. They've been a wonderful partner throughout all of this. And I will be in touch soon with more on the website and how you can get connected. But I really think that exciting things are coming our way. And if we all work together in partnership, we will, help this area to thrive and just see a greater Wetzel County in the years to come. Thanks for having me.